Okay, holiday dinners. Everybody's gathered around them this time of year, and we have got someone. This is Amanda. We're at Hy-Vee. She's the dietitian, and she's going to show us how to possibly make those family dinners a little better for us and not lose any of the great family dinner ideas.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we want. So what have you got for us today? You've got a whole section of this, by the way, right here in the health market.
Yeah.
All
Yes.
sorts of things.
We have so many options. And I do want to say those favorites still continue to have them. It's more about what can we add or little maybe swaps here and there to just make things a little bit better, because I want everyone to enjoy their holiday favorites or grandma's like pie that she makes every year.
Exactly.
Right, of course.
Do that, but there's a few things that we could do on maybe other dishes to help with that. So first things first, if you're doing any holiday baking or pie crust or anything, you could consider an almond or a coconut flour, especially if you have some blood sugar control scenarios. We want to keep that on track. So maybe that's something worth exploring with a lot of baked goods. Or you can even make rolls, like holiday rolls, with a lower carbohydrate flour, because this is a flour from a nut rather than a grain.
Right, okay. So now are the proportions the same, or is it on here? Does it guide you how to switch it out?
Normally it's on the package directions. There is a little bit, it will vary a little bit. Some
Okay.
of them are 1-to-1. And it can change with the recipe too.
Sure.
So a lot of pies will be 1-to-1, where like rolls, not necessarily.
Okay, so
So
read
just
the
watch
directions.
the directions.
Yeah, read the directions, or
guys,
if you need
we
a
don't
recipe.
do that well, but read the directions.
Yes, you should now.
Yes.
Okay, here's something that I live by, almonds.
Yes, almonds.
Love them.
Adding some like good healthy fats into your holiday meals, adding them on salad, toasting them and putting them on green beans, or maybe doing some sliced almonds instead of the French fried onions on top of your green bean casserole, chopping it up.
Yeah.
And that is one way you can reduce, that carbohydrate or sugar and boost some healthy fats.
And you're still getting the nice crunch and everything like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, out in front of the almonds, pie crust. Now, pie crust, that's pretty
pretty
sacred to some people.
Yeah.
How are you improving pie crust
Pie
for
crust.
us?
Well, this pie crust is actually made with
Turn it up here so we can
Pecans.
see. Look at this.
So it is lower in carbohydrate. It has less added sugars. It's lower in like unhealthier fats, and it gives you a boost of like fiber and healthy fats. So this is a great choice. You can make one homemade pretty easily, actually, if you just put nuts in a food processor and mash it down. Or you can just get one at Hy-Vee.
I would do this. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
I could just eat this for dessert. I love
I know
pecans. Can
you
I just have my own pecan crust? I'd be totally fine with
We'll
that.
send you home with one.
Oh my goodness, that looks good. Okay, now the veggies. You can
Yes.
always up your veggie content, and you can do a lot with cauliflower.
Yes, you could do, it's the chameleon of all vegetables. And I think, by now, a lot of people have heard about cauliflower mash. But another option is doing half cauliflower and half potato whenever you're making your mashed potatoes. So that way you're getting the thickness and the fluffiness, but it can help decrease the carbohydrates just a little bit.
And for those who have not tried it, you can get a good fluffy, mash out of using this rather than a potato.
Absolutely. So I love incorporating cauliflower, or even doing like a cauliflower broccoli casserole. Any way to boost the veggies on your plate, ideally making half of your plate those vegetables, can reduce sodium, boost fiber, reduce calories. So you'd be doing yourself a huge service by boosting veggies on your plate this season.
You would, and you can certainly come to Hy-Vee for these pre-cut,
Yes.
ready to go to put out there.
Pre-chopped, pre-washed.
Yes.
Yes, that goes a long way too.
For the snacking, and it'll help fill you up, and it'll make you a little healthier too.
And more
Are you losing anything by putting something like this? For instance, if you don't like eating vegetables, or maybe the kids don't, putting them in a food processor and just really making them a little bit and just adding them?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. I always tell people, maybe it's not the vegetable that you don't like, maybe it's how you've had it prepared. So finding different ways, and you don't have to like one vegetable, but I do think that we have to like some vegetables.
Right.
They're
so good.
But yeah, mixing it up in like a stuffing or something like that would be another great option.
go.
Like apples and Brussels sprouts in a stuffing, So good.
That sounds amazing. Kombucha.
Yeah.
There's a whole aisle of
There
kombucha right
is.
over there.
Yes.
Everybody loves kombucha. What does it do for us?
Yeah, so kombucha I love is a lower calorie drink option, of course, but also it is a fermented tea and it has probiotics. Probiotics are our good gut bacteria. Our gut microbiome has 10 times more cells than we do human cells.
Ooh.
So it has a lot of control on what goes on in our body. You know, if it's not doing well in our microbiome, we can have weight gain, anxiety, depression, chronic disease. So this is a way to increase your good gut bugs this holiday season and reduce the calories and sugars from things we're drinking.
There's one more thing right here.
100%.
And this is cacao, not cocoa.
Yeah.
I learned something once before here about that.
Yes, exactly. Yep. If the A is before the O, it has not been through the heating process, so it has more of the antioxidants.
Gotcha. And dark chocolate is always so good.
Yeah, so the darker the chocolate, the more fiber and the less sugar. So you could even do a 70%, but I went big by putting the 100%
100%
out
works
there.
for me.
Yes. Yep,
All right,
absolutely.
Amanda Allen, dietitian here at Hy-Vee. Thank you so much.
Yes.
You learn something
Thank
every
you
time
for
you come
stopping
here.
by.
Absolutely.
Happy holidays.
Try
You
something
too.
different and it'll still taste great.